Now that Ripple has officially acquired Hidden Road and is reportedly eyeing Circle next, the big question is who else could be on Ripple's acquisition radar? According to Matthew Liny, he believes he has a solid idea and has compiled a list of potential targets. I went ahead and did a deep dive into each of these companies so we can get a better grasp of why Ripple might want them, what each one brings to the table, and how they could fit into Ripple's long-term strategy. We'll also touch on a few other possible investment directions Ripple might explore to become the leading blockchain infrastructure company in the world. This is going to be a value-packed breakdown, so if you find any of this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and share it around. And if you know someone who's really into XRP, do me a favor, send them my way. I'd love for them to check out the channel. Wishing everyone a great Memorial Day weekend if you're in the US, and for everyone tuning in from outside the States, have an amazing weekend too. Let's take a look at some of the companies on Matthew's list. Names like G6, ZeroCap, Copper, Falcon X and LTP come up, with a few others like Nexo, kwon and Matrixport also mentioned. But let's zoom in on the main players, especially G6, also known as GSX. This is a digital prime brokerage based in the UK, founded in 2018, that offers institutional access to Forex, commodities, indices, and crypto assets. They're licensed by multiple high-level regulators and specialize exclusively in B2B services for professional and institutional clients around the globe. In 2024, GSX posted revenues of around £3.76 million, roughly $4.8 million USD, which represents a 64% increase year over year. While they did report a net loss of £173,000, that's not the whole story. A big reason for the revenue growth was a 315% jump in their crypto CFD trading volume. So while the company may have faced some challenges, the massive spike in their crypto business could be what's catching Ripple's attention. Ripple could potentially see GSX as a plug-and-play solution. With their prime brokerage status already established in the UK and a growing crypto arm, acquiring this company would give Ripple immediate access to key licenses and institutional relationships. This kind of acquisition wouldn't just be about technology, it would also be about infrastructure and deep financial network integration. Ripple seems to be targeting companies that already have strong ties with major financial institutions, which makes perfect sense for their broader goal of becoming a global payments and liquidity powerhouse. Ripple is likely keeping a close eye on companies that expand, rather than duplicate its reach. Think about it this way, Ripple already has a roster of high-profile clients. If they consider acquiring a company like G6, which has its own client base, they'd want to avoid too much overlap. For instance, if both companies are already working with giants like JP Morgan or Wells Fargo, that's not necessarily expanding Ripple's market, it's just adding redundancy. But if Ripple can scoop up a company that services clients outside of its current network, that's a smart strategic move that benefits everyone involved. Quick side note, if you're looking to sharpen your crypto skills, I've got a free course that can turn you into a crypto pro in under an hour. The link's down in the description if you're interested. Now back to the companies. Let's talk about ZeroCap. Based in Australia and founded in 2017, ZeroCap offers high-quality digital asset services tailored to institutional clients, including over-the-counter OTC trading. It's a small team, just 27 to 37 employees, and their reported revenue is around $189,000. Because of its limited size and scale, I'm not sure Ripple would see enough return on investment here. It could be more of a burden than a boost, but you never know, there might be some strategic angle we're not seeing yet. Next up is Copper. This company specializes in digital asset solutions for institutional clients, focusing on secure custody, trading, and settlement services. Copper is known for its advanced security framework, particularly its proprietary multi-party computation (MPC) technology. This system allows assets to stay in custody while still being connected to exchanges, minimizing risk. The company also has robust insurance policies in place, making it a go-to for institutions that prioritize secure asset management. While specific revenue numbers haven't been disclosed, Copper's services align closely with what Ripple might be looking for, especially in terms of secure infrastructure and on-off ramps for crypto transactions. Now let's turn our attention to Falcon X. This one's particularly interesting. Despite its sci-fi sounding name, makes me think of Star Fox, Falcon X is no game. It's one of the top institutional digital asset brokers in the world, offering deep global liquidity, advanced trading tools, and crypto financing solutions. Serving more than 600 institutional clients and boasting over $1.5 trillion in trading volume by the end of 2023, Falcon X is exactly the kind of acquisition that would catch Ripple's eye. The scale, the client base and the volume all point to serious strategic value, especially as Ripple continues to build out its infrastructure and global reach. Falcon X reported monthly transaction volumes of around $3 billion back in late 2020, and since then, the company has seen major growth. Its latest valuation is sitting at a hefty $8 billion. That puts Falcon X in a similar tier as Circle was not too long ago. To put it into perspective, Circle's valuation hovered around $4.5 billion, and Ripple was reportedly offering somewhere in the range of $9 to $11 billion to acquire it. So acquiring Falcon X would absolutely be within Ripple's financial reach, and the deal would bring a long list of institutional clients along with it. Now let's take a look at Liquidity Tech Pool, LTP. This firm acts as a digital prime broker, offering a suite of services like execution, clearing, settlement, lending, custody and financing, all specifically tailored for institutional investors. LTP operates globally with offices in major financial hubs, including Hong Kong, Singapore, London, Dubai and Madrid. Unfortunately, there isn't any public data available about their revenue or trading volume, which makes it harder to gauge how strong a candidate they might be for acquisition. Then there's Nexo, a digital asset banking and lending platform that provides trading, borrowing, lending and custody services. As of May 2025, Nexo holds a market cap of about $822 million and has recorded $11.8 million in trading volume in the past 24 hours. With over 1 million users and $12 billion in assets under management, Nexo is clearly established. However, it's unclear whether Ripple would view them as a strategic fit. Given Ripple's recent focus, Nexo may not be high on their priority list. I've put together a summary table of all this information to help visualize how these companies stack up. So why would Ripple want to acquire any of these firms in the first place? It comes down to their broader strategy, an aggressive push to grow quickly in the institutional digital asset and stablecoin markets. By acquiring well-established prime brokers, Ripple gains immediate access to infrastructure, regulatory licenses, and a base of institutional clients. That's a far quicker and more cost-effective path than building everything from the ground up. Ripple already holds many of the licenses required to operate in this space, but buying companies like Falcon X or Copper would allow them to bypass years of organic growth. Instead of slowly developing their own services, Ripple could instantly tap into advanced trading systems, custody solutions and institutional